prepared speeches are pretty exciting because it gives people the opportunity to think through what they want to say, prepare for it, bring it up here, say your speech, and then get some feedback, and use that to then keep improving in your speeches. So I'd like to get started off with our first speaker, and I'd like to change the order around a little bit, if that's okay with everyone. I'd like to start with Tim Hutchinson. So a little bit of introduction about Tim. Tim's the owner of a company he owns. It's called Simplify with Tim, and as you can see on his T-shirt, it's pretty cool like that. It's a cleaning and organization company, so he helps people in bringing organization to their lives and to their homes. And his speech is called The New App for Your iFocus. And this is speech number 8, and the purpose of this speech is to demonstrate visual aids. Come on over, Tim.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce you to a new app for your iFocus. With this speech, I hope to emphasize and guide us into a greater sense of internal focus that we can use in our daily lives, whatever our priorities are. And I'd like to start with a story. One of my clients, 4 boys. The 11-year-old was studying Spanish at the iMac. Headphones attached to iMac, listening and repeating. His just younger brother was in his face, screaming practically, "You're stupid, you look dumb!" He's unable to study, and he's becoming furious. So my client, their mother, needs to interject herself in order to get education back on track, the priority. Before she can, the screams of her youngest pierce her concentration. He doesn't like the movie he's watching. He wants a different one, and he is screaming so loud that she can't deal with the 11-year-old and his just younger brother. She goes in to pick a different movie for him. So the 11-year-old decides to take things into his own hands. He leaps up from the desk, headphones attached to iMac, attached to external hard drive. They hop off of the desk, kersplat on the floor. $2,000 has been spent already, a week of no education, and a movie wasn't even picked out yet. It's almost as if the boys were being raised, scream the most, or create the most chaos, and get the attention that you want or need. But let us not be so quick to judge. We're dealing with 4 mentalities, the boys, adapting to the environment that they're in. Do we not have our own mentality? Who here has been caught talking to yourself? I get caught all the time. I get very animated with my internal conversations. It would make you think of Gollum and Schmeagol, you know, yes, precious, but if we love them, I don't think so, and it's embarrassing when I get caught, because I am animated at the moment. However, one thing remains true. I'm the decision maker. And it's not like I'm talking to one other person. Rather, it's a voice that represents the concern at that time. If we think about our internal conversations, there's the decision maker, us, and then the voice that represents the issue or the frustration. Maybe it's more like the House of Commons in England, where you have a multiplicity of voices that all represent the issues of one country, the various issues of one country. So let's transport ourselves now into our own internal focus, our own iFocus. I, center stage, the decision maker within my own focus, surrounded by the multiplicity of voices within my own mind. There are more than this, but here's Toastmasters. The internal conversation now would probably deal with Toastmasters-related issues. Work, to resolve work issues. Family. Maybe some of you recognize the parental internal voice within us. Shopping, and oh, there's that candy bar, But we don't converse with all of them at once, rather, one at a time. So to demonstrate, lights please. The decision maker sits center stage and can send like a flashlight to focus upon whatever voice needs to be heard at that time. So work, to family, to shopping, and we're going to go purchase our food, and oh, there's a candy bar, No, wait, I got a budget and a butt to worry about. No, I want the candy bar. I want the candy bar. And we get distracted, and then, maybe we give in to the candy bar. Lights, please. How do we maintain a solid sense of internal focus so that we're not overwhelmed by the loud voices, like the 6-year-old, screaming for the attention? How do we maintain that? The app. Here's the app for your eye focus. A-P-P. A, accept. We first have to accept that these voices are ours. I didn't mean to get the candy bar. I didn't want to sleep in this morning. Yeah, you did. Yeah, we did. We want to. There's a dualistic desire within us. The decision maker knows the priorities of the day. However, that part of us that wants this or that doesn't care and will scream and scream. And if the decision maker gives in to the screams, it teaches that part of us, scream again next time, and you'll get what you want. We're training our minds to take our focus away to get what it wants. The second part, the first P, plan. Now that we own these as our own, these voices, we can plan on them. This time when I go shopping, I am not going to buy a candy bar because I know that I'm going to want one. Or whatever the issue is. Think now to when you are most distracted. What is the common theme of those voices? You can plan on when they happen if you know commonly when they do. Prepare yourself. The final P, practice those plans. Practice them as much as you can because they're going to be difficult to implement. The voice, if it knows when it screams, it gets what it wants, it will scream some more when you resist. Practice. And don't just practice that. Also practice what I call focus meditation. If, lights please, this represents my general focus very broad, then focus meditation helps you practice it at a very finite point. So in the morning, keep the lights off please, for 10 minutes, before these voices wake up, focus on breathing only for 10 minutes. Instead of a broad focus, you're bringing it to a finite focus on strictly breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. As thoughts start to come into your mind, bring it back to breathing. Lights, please. You are practicing a solid, stable sense of internal focus. Accept, plan on them, practice the plan, and focus meditation. Thanks for downloading. Update by tomorrow.